Just we'll wait a few minutes for a couple more people to join. I literally just got off work and got in the house, and I'm getting ready to handle some more family business. Hello there. I think this is it. This is how I'm trying to join so I can read the comments. There we go. Thank you. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for you guys, the prayers and the outpouring of understanding. It's been just a long journey, period. I don't want to get all too emotional on here because it's public and I could share with you guys privately, but my sister's doing better. I appreciate everyone's patience in this. I was scoping and I scope on my phone and I didn't turn the notifications off if you're wondering what happened, and I got a family emergency phone call. So I had to deal with that, and I haven't posted anything. I just went through and thanked everyone for their love, and even if I missed thanking you and I'm a little tired, so I'm a little loopy. Like I said, I just got off. I literally just came home and said, let me jump on here and see your progress. I've seen, went through the page and I seen some of you guys did some really awesome aprons. And it's Friday, so I'm going to start working on mine too, because I can't just sit in my pity. Plus she's doing better. My sister's doing a lot better. I have a lot of family. They're with her now, and I'm waiting to hear back to go up there, because she's only allowed 2 visitors at a time. So, and my niece's condition is still touch and go. There was no car accident. It's just some health issues. I'm just going to leave it at that. Just a situation. Everybody has family situation, yes. And I feel like it's the prayers. God spoke to me like that's between her and God. It's between her and God. I'm not going to get too deep. I keep saying that. Thank you so much. But just know, everyone that's watching, we all feel like why, yeah, she's coherent. She's talking, everybody's family has situations with family members, and you want the best for them. And I just don't want to seem overbearing to her. And I can be overbearing. I just want her to know that I love her very much. Yes, and sewing is our release. So with that said, I'm not going to say anything else because she'll probably see this. And she's going to be mad. I just don't want her to be mad at me no more. Okay. So we are in this happy unicorn, yes. So obviously I literally, when the camera shut off, that's where I walked away. I did post a throwback picture of an apron that husband, he picked the fabric. And he said, look, this is what I want. I want this apron. I want to see her in it. And well, no, he said exactly, I want to see my wife in it and through it. That's why he picked the organza fabric. Literally, I mean, it was a gift for her. It wasn't to cook. It was, I think, a Mother's Day or an anniversary. And he said, I want to see her wearing it. And I want to see her in it. And I want to see her through it. I love my wife. And he picked the Swarovski crystals. He picked the waistband. He picked the fabric. And when he brought me the fabric and I started working with it, at the time, this was one of my first aprons before I had a surgery. So I'm working with organza with no surgery. I mean, it was fraying everywhere. I used like a bottle. It was a mess, but it turned out pretty good. yeah, you step outside of your comfort zone. Yes, the aprons are supposed to be fun and sexy. And yes, you know, they can be, people look at my aprons and go, well, where the hell am I going to wear that? Here's the thing. How many times have you hosted something? You get dressed real nice, even if it's a barbecue. And you're like, you look in the mirror like, I'm hosting this and I'm a little bit of a hot mess. You're sweating, you did your makeup, but it looks, and you wear an apron that's popping, and you're whoever is like, girl, that apron's popping. Or, your old man, or your old lady, or whoever, think outside of the box. And use fabrics. I thought of this too. I have notions, and I'm gonna post close-up pictures. Look at the envelope and go from there. Right. Really, the pattern envelope, and the reason I chose that pattern is just for the skirt portion, just to give you a template so you don't have to measure the difference in the tiers. Just so you don't have to overthink it. Really, the only parts I use in there when I started it was the so many mental options. Just the skirt. Other than that, you can use a bodice, a princess bodice, fitted bodice. You can do the strap with the hook. You can do a petticoat. You don't have to. I just think it's really cute. If you got a nice tush in the back, it looks good. Yeah, I mean, the cotton is nice. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of beautiful quilting options. But when you have that apron that no one else has, and think about it, it's an apron. So if you get some fabric like curtain, matter of fact, I'm going to show this real quick, and then I'm going to jump off because I don't want to make this too long, because my mind is kind of jumping all over the place and my mind's not really here. But I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you guys know I go there, but I have feelings too. And how did I get into making aprons? I just wanted to share with you guys how much I appreciate your love, support, and especially my little friend in Texas for putting her foot in my butt. Went back to look at all the Wendy's, all the barbecue. I can cook it awesome. Thank you. Okay, real quick story, and then I'm going to grab this fabric, show it to you guys, and then hopefully I won't drag this on. How did I get into aprons? My whole sewing journey, all of this started with me wanting to wear an apron or for Thanksgiving. I think it was for Thanksgiving. And I was dating a guy at the time whose mother had an apron. It was kind of vintage. You could tell it was homemade, but it was so cute. And I borrowed it from her. She was like, here, use this apron. And I was hoping she didn't want it back. She did want it back, obviously. Her sister made it for her. And it wasn't as fabulous as mine, but it still was super cute. And I was like, you know what? I have a sewing machine that I haven't, I never use. I'm going to go out and buy a pattern apron. And I tell you, I went through a ton of pattern aprons before I found one that I liked, which was that one. This was 8 years ago. And that's how it started. I literally just wanted to make an apron for myself because I went to Walmart, Kmart, what do you call it, Bed Bath & Beyond. I was even willing to go to Pier 1, just somewhere to get an apron that I see, that I envisioned, and I just could not find one. And so I even bought, like, I have patterns that I never even cut that are apron patterns. And I should give them away because I'll never use them because I don't like their style, like the way they're cut. But when I found that apron that I shared with you, I've been using the same basic style, either half, whole, bib. That's it. I was hooked. And it just turned into a monster. And I literally did not sew any clothes. Actually, I think when I met Andrea from Sew to Fit and Nikki, I think her name is Nikki, from Nikki Designs. She does vinyl now. I think she's in real estate. And when Alethea. I think when I originally met them, before all of this was huge, I still had not made a garment. I had only made aprons. I had made like 500 aprons, but I had never made a shirt, a pair of pants, a top, a blouse, a sock, or stocking or any kind of craft. I was too afraid. I was like, I know nothing about sewing. I know nothing about measuring. I just love aprons. And that's where I honed my skill for the details, because I would watch videos and then I would read books, and I just fell in love with it so much. And then I had a conversation with someone. They're like, why do you waste your talent on aprons? And I'm like, I love aprons. Everybody loves aprons. It's almost like soul food. Like everybody who doesn't like good food. What goes with good food? An apron. You know. So that's how it started. And it kind of morphed, and then I ended up with everything you see. And yes, all of this was purchased. Everything almost you see behind me, for the most part, my hoard started. Yes, waste. What do you mean waste, Andrea? Yeah, well, yeah. My hoard started with aprons, and I literally have pounds of quilting fabric just on the shelf I'll never use, because I don't like using cotton anymore. Not a waste. Oh, someone crazy. I'm not really keep. My glasses. I'm trying to look here. I should have looked here. Yes, my aprons are my specialty, but I would love to get to the point where I make a ton of beautiful dresses. I finally stepped out. The African Belle is one. You guys seen the vintage, the book, the party dress that was fun. So I think that my skill level now is just surpassed. I mean, I'm so beyond aprons, and I know this, but they're so fun. The red shirt. I mean, I've made so many things since then. But I use the aprons to start. People are like, I don't know where to start. You can start with whatever makes you happy. If you like making pillowcases, hell, make fancy pillowcases. So back to the apron, because like I said, I'm a little tired and I got a lot on my mind, and I just wanted to show you guys two things. And then aprons are so rare to find, especially pretty ones. Ones for you, like unicorns. You guys are liking this. Andrea, this red wig I was showing you, right? I told you you had to give me a minute. I had to put it back on, because when you get off work, you be like, okay, hold on. I'm just walking over here to get this fabric I want to show you guys. Okay. I'm right here. And I promised I wouldn't be long, but I'm going to be long. But I don't. All right. Oh, so I had to come over here. And I'm glad I took your advice, because I'm in my happy place right now, because I'm feeling the fabric. Let me scoot back so you guys can see this. When I say step outside your comfort zone, I'm truly challenging. I personally challenge you to pick some fabric you have no idea what, the rules. There are no rules, okay? So if you guys seen the apron Pamela La La, and you're like, oh my God, the petticoat underneath. I know you guys have seen this at Joann's. Okay? I know you guys have seen this. Okay? If you go online, there's a company in California, Sandy Alley. They sell this stuff super cheap. Any color, super cheap. So I bought a ton of it. And all you do is take it, and you can make a petticoat out of it. Right? That way you're not literally making a petticoat. As far as a tulle-like style, okay? There are some alterations you have to do to make it layer right, because the spacing is almost 3 inches apart. But that's a whole nother blog post. I won't even make a video on that. Now, outside of your comfort zone. Now, isn't this just lovely? Okay, this has scalloped edges, right? Scalloped edges, it's sheer, it already has a lining, right? It's a shower curtain. It's a shower curtain. And it was like, I don't know, $2. I got it in New York on the street, right? Oh, there we go. Here's the top. Oh, and it has a little balance thing. You can go to, I don't know what stores you have, like a Kmart or Walmart or Marshalls or wherever where they have like an odd panel. This is actually a curtain panel. I do have a shower curtain though. Where they have like an odd panel and it's on clearance because they don't have a matching panel. And this is, ooh, what is this like? This got to be at least 4 yards. Yeah, but the key is to find fat. You don't want to spend a lot of money because if it falls, I mean, you still have to use your technique to try to make it not fall apart. You're still putting a lot of work into it. So you want your labor to equal, your labor's got to balance it out. So it's already scalloped at the ends. You can draft and, I mean, some people could recycle this and make a skirt, you know, wear it as a sundress. But I just like aprons. Indian fabric. It does look like Indian fabric. So, and that's what I mean. And you can take a piece from this and take a piece from something else and just go nuts. The Goodwill is a good place too. Goodwill is a really good place. And that's, you know, people see my fabric collection. But that's what I'm thinking of. Thank you so much, Glowbug. Thank you. Give Glowbug some hearts because it was at the tip of my tongue. Burlington. That's another place I got another piece. But a lot of the fabric you guys see in my videos, it's come from a collection of everywhere. You know, so don't put limits on yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and get off because I'm sure they've tried to call me. And it's almost 8 o'clock here. And I want to stay in my happy place. So I need to check on my sister. I want to tell you again and extend my great appreciation for Alethea's patience because we tried this before and it didn't work out. For not the same reasons, but I still had a hiccup. And then here's the second time, and here we go again. So thank you, Alethea, for being extremely patient and loving. And thank you, Andrea, for letting everyone know. You know, thank you all for supporting me in your prayers. Believe it or not, you know, prayer is strong and it's very powerful. And I will definitely see you this weekend. And I plan on scoping more. And I figured out how to make sure my phone is off and notify my family to call my house phone. So my videos will be nice and clear. And I will not delete them this time. So from here on out, after this scope, I will probably, any videos I put up, I will probably put on YouTube like I did before. I just did it this way on this platform to share it with all platforms. So from Detroit, Michigan, I thank you again very much, and let's have some fun. And I am going to give away an apron I made, and I will sign it and ship it out. And I also have some patterns to give away at the end of this challenge, and you'll probably receive it the second week of May. Love you guys, and always be fabulous. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Try something different. Something outside the box. Bye.